Hi, just a short video. Perhaps it's going to be a short video, but maybe it could be a bit longer. I'm not sure really. A few things to discuss. I noticed today somebody speaking about England being the fifth richest country in the world, or I've also seen it written that it's the seventh richest country in the world, or maybe it's the sixth richest country. But anyway, it's one of the most rich countries in the world, supposedly. But I moved out of the UK about 30 odd years ago, and I'm very glad I did, quite frankly, because when I consider it, I live in a supposedly developing country, Mexico, and it doesn't seem to be a developing country to me. It seems to be quite a developed country, at least to where I live. When you live in the fifth richest country in the world, I think you have to ask yourself, do you really feel rich? Is the average British person feeling rich right now? To me, it doesn't seem that way. I see reports of a crumbling infrastructure, roads full of potholes. I see reports of patients being left on trolleys or even in chairs in NHS hospitals, waiting 15 hours or more to be seen and treated in A&E. I see ambulances not arriving in time and patients even dying waiting for ambulances to arrive. I see that prescription charges are still a thing in the NHS. I see hospitals that have no climate control and care homes that have no climate control, and many hotels in fact even lack any climate control, and I don't see any of those things here. If I go to hospital here or even to my local clinic, I expect to be in a climate-controlled environment, and that's the way it is. My home is climate-controlled also. I have mini splits in every room, powered by solar panels. It's a very efficient system. It leads to virtually negligible electricity bills. I think this is a better way of doing it than relying on gas boilers and other such inefficient devices. Bearing in mind the efficiency of a heat pump is about 4 times what you put in is what you get out, whereas a gas boiler, it's about 85% efficient or something like that at the very most, whereas a heat pump is about 400% efficient. And I have to wonder, is the UK really a rich country, or is it just a crust of extremely rich people floating on top of a whole mass of people, the general population that is struggling to exist, especially in the north of England? It seems London gets everything. You go to London and you see this fabulous infrastructure and fabulous this and fabulous that, and the minute you get your incredibly expensive train to the Midlands or the north, for instance Birmingham with its bin strikes and its overflowing piles of garbage onto the streets populated by rats and things, fly tippers tipping garbage everywhere, the water companies still spewing sewage into streams, rivers and the seas, people catching E. coli and awful diseases from even swimming in the sea because of these seemingly unregulated water companies. And the energy infrastructure too, people still paying horrendous bills because the cost of generating electricity is still, for some insane reason, I suppose to give the shareholders much more money, is still tied to the most expensive way of generating electricity, gas. So that even if 1% of the electricity usage of the UK was generated by gas, all of it would still be charged at the most expensive price. And I have to say, who is this benefiting? I think it's benefiting the rich. It's certainly not benefiting the average person. And that's all that DJ Clank has to say right now. Thanks for watching, and I hope you give me a like. Bye.